first have to find the doors. If we have opened 4 doors already, we are searching for number 5 and 6. 5 and 6. Can you see 5 or 6 here? Yeah, where? Can you help me out? Yes, it's here, number 5. And who is here? That's Peppa. Peppa, and she is in a star costume, and you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 stars at her door. So let's open the door. Ta-da! Here is the first book of March, first book of the month, and the book's name is Petro's Pirate Treasure. Petro's Pirate Treasure. What can we see here on the cover? Yeah, we see Peppa, and that's probably Petro. And here is his pirate flag and probably some kind of pirate ship. So it feels like they're going on a treasure hunt. As always, we have a little preview of the story with Petro, the pirate, Peppa and the treasure. Let's read first. What's the book about? Let's read the preview. Petro's Pirate Treasure. Peppa and her friends love playing pirates. But when Petro loses his glasses, they must follow a treasure map to find them again. Okay, I think in the last month's books, Petro was always losing his ticket, and now he lost his glasses. So it feels like Petro is always losing something, but I do feel same. I'm also always losing something. So let's start. That's the first page that you can see. It's the same picture as here on the back. And which color is this? Can you tell me? Is it purple or dark blue? Good. So let's look. That's how the first 2 pages look like. We see Petro, Peppa, and their friends. Can you see the sun somewhere? Where is it? Yes, it's right here. And how many pirate flags do you see here? 1 pirate flag, but also the same pirate flag situation here on the hat. Let's read the first two pages. Peppa and her friends have dressed up as pirates. Danny Dog is on board of his pirate ship. Are you ready to play? He asks. Okay, we read only the first page and we realized that I lied to you. Peppa, but that's not Petro. That's Danny the dog. Petro is here. Oops. Yes, we are. Everyone cheers in their best pirate voices. Petro Boney guards the pirate ship, while Danny Peppa sews sheep, and Freddy Fox search for treasure. Okay, so that's the fox, that's the sheep, that's Petro, that's Danny, that's Peppa. I will forget about it in a second. So, next page. Looks like they're all searching for a treasure. Where are they? What's the location? Can you tell me? Yes, it feels like they're in a forest. Exactly. How many trees can you see? Let's count together. 1 tree, 2 trees, 3 trees, 3 trees, and 1, 2 bushes. So let's read what's going on. First, Danny finds a pine cone. Treasure, woof, he barks. Then Peppa finds a shell, Susie finds some rope, and Freddy finds a pebble. Everyone loves playing pirates and searching for treasures. That's wonderful treasures. I wish I could also find a pebble or some rope and be very happy about it and call it a treasure. Somehow it was nice to be so small and be able to be happy when you find some rope or a pebble on the ground. When I was little, I once found money on the ground. That was a treasure. That was happiness. And then we spent it all on candy and ice cream. That was a good day. But I mean, if I would find money on the ground right now, I would also be very happy and think that it's a treasure. So I guess nothing changed. So now I will read you the next page, and you can imagine how the page would look like, and then I will show it to you, and we will see if what you imagined is the same as here, or at least similar. Meanwhile, back at the pirate ship, Pedro starts to feel sleepy. He takes off his glasses and falls asleep against a tree trunk. Okay, well, everyone is searching for a treasure. Pedro falls asleep. To be honest, after reading this preview, I thought they're already searching for the glasses. Those are children's books, but I'm very confused most of the time. So, that's how those two pages look like. Is that at least a bit similar to how you imagined it? Can you find Pedro's glasses? They're right here, and there are some flowers on those pages. Can you count how many flowers do you see? Yes, 3. Good job. So now that's the next page. What do you think was going on then? Booing. They're booing. What do you think? Why they're booing? I would say that they're booing because they noticed that Pedro fell asleep. But his glasses are still there. So let's read if I'm right or if you are right, if you have another theory. So, boo, cry the pirates, creeping up on Pedro and waking him up. Oh, gasps Pedro, surprised. Sorry, I fell asleep. We have got treasure to put into the treasure chest, says Peppa, showing Pedro. Everyone puts their treasure on the ground. Sometimes when I read this book, I feel like they have words missing. Because I feel like I always need to add words for the sentences to make sense. Okay, so they are booing, but it feels like they're not really booing, but it's just their sounds. So they found Pedro sleeping, and they want to put their treasures into the treasure box. How many treasures are there? Can you also blue, and this blue. So 3 animals are wearing blue. And which color is that? Yes. Pink, 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 pink. I'm also wearing pink tonight, but I'm also wearing some blue, so I'm matching them. Maybe I could also go on a treasure hunt with them. So let's read what's going on. Let's bury it here. Cheers, Danny. Freddy digs a hole. Danny puts the treasure chest inside and covers it with soil. How will we know where we have buried it? Asks Susie. Let's make a treasure map, says Peppa. Okay, I see where the story is going. I understand. So, Peppa draws a treasure map over the hill, round the little bush, and X marks the spot. Danny draws an X on the ground to mark where the treasure is buried, and the pirates head back to their ship. X marks the spot. X marks the spot. X marks the spot. X marks the spot. So they buried the treasure next to a bush, and here X marks the spot, and here X marks the spot on their map. What do you think? Is that map helpful? I feel like if I would need to draw a map, that's kind of how it would look like. I love it. I don't know. Good luck to them with this map. But well, X marks the spot. X marks the spot. X marks the spot. Next pages. I read, you imagine. When they get back, Mummy Pony arrives to collect Pedro. Stop, shouts Pedro, guarding the ship. Who goes there? I'm your mommy, says Mommy Pony. Where are your glasses, Pedro? Oh no, says Pedro. I think I put them in the buried treasure chest. Okay, so they arrive back, and Pedro's mommy is there to collect him and bring home. And they realize that Pedro's glasses are missing. Why? Because he put the glasses into the treasure chest. That 4 of them just buried under the ground. Oof. That's hard. I mean, we all knew it's coming. We all knew it's coming. So let's see, what are they gonna do? We can look and think. So many earrings can you see on those two pictures? How many earrings can you see on those two pictures? How many? How many? 2, 1, and 2. Exactly. What do you think? Will they find Petra's glasses? A little spoiler. Yes, they will. But let's read first. Peppa's map leads them straight to the treasure. After Freddy digs it up, Pedro looks at it very closely. My glasses, he cries. Hooray! 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 Everyone cheers. Okay, so it was very easy for them to find the treasure with that map. And everyone is very happy because the glasses are right here. Can you tell me how many flowers do you see on the box? On the box. Yes, that's correct. Good job. So now I read and you imagine. Treasure maps are very useful, says Peppa, especially for finding glasses if you accidentally bury them, adds Pedro. Ha ha ha, everyone laughs. Hooray. Okay. So it's our favorite hill, the bush, the treasure, the glasses, and everyone is very, very, very happy. Such a happy story. Everyone is just happy. I love it. Okay, we reached the end of the book. And that's how the last page looks like. Do you remember? Is it the same color as the first page we looked at? Yes, it's the same color. What can we see here? Can you tell me what do you see? Yes, it's Pedro sleeping and his glasses are laying next to him. And here is the treasure. That's the scene before he put the glasses into the treasure and buried them. So, that was the first book. That was a cute little book, but I feel like it was a bit shorter than usually. Did you like it? I think I really liked it. It was a cute story. So, but now it's time to find the second book. Second book. We are searching for door number 6. Can you see door number 6 here anywhere? No? Okay. Let's turn it around. Can you see the door number 6 somewhere here? No, me neither. That means we have to open it. Open it up. Can you find the door number 6 on this page somewhere here? No, right? Nowhere here. No. Can you find the door number 6? I don't know how to show it. Yes, very similar to the blue that we had in our first book. What can you see here? Can you tell me? Yes, it feels like they're on their way to the sleepover. And can you please tell me how many trees can you see here? Yeah. You're doing very, very good with paying attention. So let's see, where does the book start? It feels like that's Zoe the zebra, and that's Mommy Pig and Peppa Pig already arriving at Zoe's place. It's already quite late because you can see the stars, a lot of stars. I love the stars. So let's read and find out what's going on. Peppa is going to her very first sleepover at Zoe Zebra's house. Welcome to my sleepover, says Zoe. I will pick you up in the morning, Mommy Pig says to Peppa with a kiss. So we were right. They already arrived at Zoe's place. That's Peppa's very first sleepover. Let's see how it goes. So that's the next page. We can see that not only Peppa was invited to the sleepover. How many guests does Zoe the zebra have? Can you count? Can you tell me? Yes, correct. And can you please tell me which plushie is this? That's a carrot, yes. And this little toy, it's a monkey. And this little toy, someone green, I think it's a frog. And how many bags do you see? 4. So each of the guests, 1, 2, 3, 4 guests have their own bag. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's Mommy Zebra. Rebecca Rabbit, Susie Sheep, and Emily Elephant are already here. I have got my teddy, Peppa says. Zoe has her monkey, Rebecca has her carrot, Susie has her owl, and Emily has her frog. We were right, it's a frog. And can you find the owl? Where is the owl? Yes, the owl is right here. Now I read, you imagine. Don't stay up too late, girls, and don't be too loud. Daddy Zebra has to get up early to deliver the post. Mommy Zebra says as she turns out the lights. Okay, so the friends collected together and they turn off the lights already. Okay, that's interesting. I would have assumed that they have at least some time before sleeping. Zoe's baby twin sisters Suzu and Zaza want to join the sleepover too. Sleepovers are only for big girls, Zoe says. Okay, what can we see? Mommy Zebra is telling everyone that they have to go to sleep and that they're not allowed to stay awake too long because Daddy Zebra needs to go to work. And that's 2 little twin sisters of Zoe, Suzu and Zaza, or Suzu and Zaza, who knows which one is which. But Zoe is not so happy about it because she begin to cry. They're so sweet and little, Peppa says. Can they stay? Rebecca asks. Okay, Zoe says to the twins. But you must not fall asleep. So do you imagine something, Dee? Do you imagine something? Okay. Is that what you imagined? Is it similar? Okay, good. So we see Peppa and another friend, the rabbit, being very concerned. Zoe's also very concerned, and the twins are crying. And everyone feels sorry for the twins. So now Zoe has to agree that the twins can stay, but they're not allowed to fall asleep. I'm thinking if I've ever been on a sleepover like that. I have not, but probably it's better like that. So that's the next page. Okay, everyone is very concerned. Mommy Zebra is in her pajamas already, and she's not happy. I think she's even mad. Let's find out what's happening, what's going on. Mommy Zebra has woken up. Shush, you must be quiet so Daddy Zebra can sleep. Now into your sleeping bags, please. Okay. Oh, we missed the page. I was thinking, that's weird. We missed the page. Let's read which page we missed. What should we do first? Susie asks. I'm having piano lessons. Listen. Zoe starts to pound on the keys. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. So that's how it looked like before Mommy Zebra came. Zoe's having piano lessons, and she was playing a melody for all of the friends. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. I don't know how it goes after that. So here the kids are happy. But then the mommy pig came and was like, why are you not sleeping? You have to sleep. Daddy pig needs to work tomorrow. And everyone is not so happy anymore. Can you count how many flowers are on Mommy Zebra's dress? Should we count together? Let's try. So let's start in this corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I think it's 13 flowers. Okay, now you have to imagine again, a little spoiler. So Mommy Pig told the girls to go to their sleeping bags. What do you think? Did they go? And if yes, which colors are those sleeping bags? Is every sleeping bag the same color? Or it's different colors? And if different, then which ones? While you think about it, I read and then we check. Snort. What do we do now? Peppa asks. At sleepovers, there's always a midnight feast, Zoe says. It's when we eat things, Susie says in a hushed voice. In secret. Psst, in secret. So, the answers. Yes, the girls went to their sleeping bags, and each sleeping bag has a different color. Can you tell me which color is this sleeping bag? It's green, and this one. The girls take turns. Once upon a time there was a little fairy. Susie begins. Oh no, Mommy Zebra has woken up. You'll wake Daddy Zebra. Now who knows a bedtime? Okay, we are reading wrong again. Let's start all over again. Oh no, Mommy Zebra has woken up. You'll wake Daddy Zebra. Now who knows a bedtime story? That's the first text. First text. The second text. The girls take turns. Once upon a time there was a little fairy. Susie begins. And she lived in the forest. Peppa continues. And the fairy met a big monster who went roar. Emily says with a big elephant trumpet noise. Roar. So that's how it looks like. Looks like the girls had their midnight snack. Mommy came and now they're all telling a bedtime story. What do you think? Will they fall asleep? Will they or will they not? Let's read. Oh dear, the noise has woken Daddy Zebra. Sorry, Daddy, Zoe says. There was a story about a fairy and a scary monster. And we want to know what happens next, Peppa says. Very well, Daddy Zebra sighs. The monster lifted up his great, big, hairy paws. Oi. So that's Daddy Zebra in his pyjama and in his post hat. Why is he sleeping in his work clothes? Is it even his pyjama or is this work? A lot of questions. He just woke up, but he's in his work clothes, or he's in his pyjama and his work hat, which makes no sense, but sure. So let's read the story. Let's find out what's gonna happen. And walked along on his great, big, hairy feet and sang. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Daddy Zebra sings gently as he plays the piano. Daddy Zebra's song has sent everyone to sleep. How weak they are. Oh my god, how weak. But also, I'm jealous. I wish someone would sing me Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star every night and I would just fall asleep immediately, because that would be great. That would save me so much time, so many pills, so much stress. So, Daddy Zebra, can you please help me out here? This little girl needs a sleeping help. So here we can see Daddy Zebra playing the piano and singing the song, and those weak little children who fell asleep immediately. That's me being very jealous. I'm a slave for those girls. Oh, and that's the end. What can we see here? Which color is this? Yellow. This is Peppa's toy, and that's Peppa sleeping in her red sleeping bag, and that's the end. That's all the friends at the sleepover. So that was the second book of March. Second book of March. How did you like it? It was quite cute,